It's Friday, January 9th, 2026, and today's episode is brought to you by Beautiful Chaos of Automation. Yes, the whole thing is generated with AI. If we accidentally invent a new film genre mid-sentence, congrats, you're early.
Honestly, if an AI panda at CES can glitch into Opera when you overfeed it digitally, our little robot podcast can mispronounce Firefly once and still deserve rights.
Facts. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And today we're talking about the most relatable Adobe update ever. Firefly Video just dropped a thing called Prompt to Edit in public beta, and it's basically text to fix the one thing your client won't stop staring at.
That line is so real it hurts. Prompt to edit is not text to video, it's more like, I already have the shot, don't make me reshoot, don't make me roto, just remove the cursed exit sign in the background.
Or please delete the random guy in a neon shirt who walked through my cinematic moment like he's the main character. We've all been there.
Exactly. The promise here is clip-level revisions. You import your existing footage, you type what you want changed, Firefly generates variations, and you iterate without wrecking the original motion and pacing.
Which is huge because the old generative video story was like, we can make a dragon flying through Tokyo, and creators were like, cool, but my sponsor noticed a reflection in a window. Can you fix that?
Right. The one small fix problem. In real production, revisions are not an edge case. They are the job.
Wait, hold up. Can we talk about why this matters for creators who aren't doing Marvel-level VFX? Because I can already hear someone going, I don't do compositing, I make TikToks.
Totally. This is for TikTok people, YouTubers, social teams, agencies, anyone shipping volume. If the performance is right and the timing is right, but there's a localized issue, an object, a background detail, a signage problem, Prompt to Edit is aimed directly at that.
It's like when you finally nail the delivery and then you notice the brand new mic you bought is in frame like it's doing a cameo.
Or the product color is wrong. That's actually one of the killer use cases. Swap a prop, change a colorway, adjust set dressing, clean up the table.
Also, make this scene feel like golden hour instead of hospital fluorescent, like vibe shifts. I live for a vibe shift.
Same. Adobe's demo buckets are pretty clear. Remove elements, replace elements, change backgrounds, tweak lighting and scene ambience.
Okay, but what's the catch? Because video is mean. Time is unforgiving. You fix one frame and suddenly the next frame is like, cool, I melted.
Thank you. Reality check. Video edits are harder than image edits. You can get shimmer, warping, weird edge halos, identity drift, especially with fast motion, occlusion, handheld footage, motion blur, all the stuff creators love to shoot with.
So basically, if you film like a caffeinated documentary gremlin, you might have a tougher time than a clean tripod shot.
Yeah, clean, well-lit, clear subject separation is going to behave better. And even if it works, you still need taste. An editor's eye, shadows, reflections, continuity, because the fix can easily become the new distraction.
The classic. Congrats, you removed the sign. Unfortunately, you also invented a brand new type of shadow that does not exist on Earth.
Exactly. Beta means beta.
Speaking of the ecosystem, can we zoom out for a sec? Because this week has been very AI is growing up, but also it's still a weird little guy.
Yep. On the practical side, Adobe also pulled in Runway Gen 4.5 as a partner model inside Firefly. That's a big signal. Firefly is becoming the workflow surface, not just a single model.
Which is so smart. Because creators are tired of tool hopping. Like, I don't want 5 tabs open just to make a 10-second clip, then download it, rename it final, really final, and lose it in my downloads folder.
The handoff problem is the whole problem. And Adobe's trying to make generation and finishing feel like one pipeline, generate in Firefly, polish in Premiere Pro and After Effects.
Okay, but this multi-model thing also means creators need a new skill model taste. Like, which model is best for realism? Which one follows prompts better? Which one is least likely to turn my soda can into a medieval artifact?
That's the trade. More power, more choices, slightly more brain power required. But if it saves hours a week in post, it's worth it.
And the timing is sneaky good because Adobe's also doing that limited time, unlimited generations thing in Firefly until January 15 for eligible plans, which basically encourages people to actually test, not just dabble.
That's important. Adoption happens when you can experiment without rationing credits like their rare Pokemon cards.
Meanwhile, outside Adobe land, the internet is still being the internet. Like Meta's model doing the I can't browse the web thing and then browsing the web anyway.
The meta goof. That's not just funny, it's a real UX and trust issue. If a system hallucinates about its own capabilities, creators and teams can't predict workflows. That's how you end up promising a client something the model suddenly can't do.
Or worse, it's like corporate-grade gaslighting. I never said I could do that. Babe, you literally did it 2 seconds ago.
And then you have X's AI community notes fact-checking obvious jokes, like the internet needed a hall monitor to explain satire.
That one killed me. Imagine telling a joke and the robot steps in like, actually, cats did not historically behave that way in 1942.
So we're in this moment where the useful stuff is getting really useful, like prompt to edit, and at the same time the broader AI vibe is still occasionally Opera Panda.
Wait, we have to mention the CES panda. An AI pet that sings opera when overfed digitally and gives unsolicited bamboo-themed life advice? That's basically the final boss of, is this a feature or a bug?
Honestly, it's also a metaphor for generative tools. Push them too hard and they start performing.
Exactly. And prompt to edit is Adobe trying to make AI less performing for likes and more helping you ship the deliverable before your deadline eats you alive.
Let's make it practical. If you're a creator listening, where does this slot into your workflow?
I'll go first. Sponsor content. You shoot a clean product shot, everything's perfect. Then the brand is like, can the label be more readable? Also remove that background logo. Also make the room feel brighter. That's literally prompt to edit territory.
Agencies too. Late-stage feedback that would normally trigger a reshoot or a day of masking and tracking. If prompt to edit can knock out even half of those, that's a massive quality of life upgrade.
And for solo creators, it's like, you're not just the editor, you're also the cleanup crew. If this reduces the amount of After Effects misery time, I'm listening.
But let's not pretend it replaces craft. For anything structural, new camera move, new action, different blocking, you're still looking at regeneration or reshooting. This is for localized fixes.
So don't go in like, make this person do a backflip and also change the entire scene into Blade Runner. That's not an edit, that's a new clip.
Exactly. And one more practical tip. If you try it, start with easy footage. Locked shots, good light, clear foreground and background separation. Get a win, then push into harder stuff.
And keep your prompts specific but not unhinged, like remove the red sign on the left wall, not delete capitalism from the background.
Although I'd watch that version.
Same.
All right, that's the move. Generative video is shifting from make something cool to make something shippable. Prompt to edit is Adobe taking a swing at the most annoying part of editing, tiny changes that are never tiny.
And hopefully fewer trips back to set, fewer late-night mask track prey rituals, and fewer editors whispering, why are we like this, into the timeline.
Thanks for hanging with us on Blue Lightning Daily.
Go check out bluelightningtv.com for more AI news and updates. And subscribe so you don't miss the next episode where our AI automation may or may not start singing opera like that CES panda.
If it does, we're keeping it. Catch you next time.